Welcome everyone, join us today as we delve into the life of Liverpool icon Gerry Marsden, the legendary frontman of Gerry and the Pacemakers. So let's dive in. Gerard Marsden, born the 24th of September 1942 in Toxteth, Liverpool, in England. He was zodiac sign Libra. Gerry was born in the Dingle district of Liverpool, at 8 Menzies Street in Toxteth, to parents Mary and Frederick Marsden. He was the younger of two sons, with his brother Freddie being 2 years older. His father, who worked as a railway clerk, also played the ukulele at a local pub on Saturday nights, and Gerry quickly picked up the instrument. He sang in the church choir, but his path took a turn in 1956 when he first heard Lonnie Donegan, sparking his passion for music. Gerry attended Our Lady of Mount Carmel School and learned both boxing and guitar at the Florence Institute Youth Club. At 14, he joined a skiffle group, which shifted to rock and roll after hearing Elvis. His brother Freddie played drums, with Les Chadwick on guitar and Arthur Mack, real name McMahon, on piano. The band originally called themselves the Mars Bars, but after Mars Confectionery refused permission to use the name, they rebranded as Gerry and the Pacemakers, inspired by a sports commentator's use of the word pacemaker. In June 1960, they performed with the Beatles, then the Silver Beatles, and later played a 4-month stint in Hamburg. Though Gerry was hesitant, working as a railway porter, he agreed to go full-time, leaving his job. In 1961, Les Maguire replaced McMahon on piano. They frequently shared the stage with the Beatles, even performing as the Beatmakers at Litherland Town Hall on the 19th of October 1961. By June 1962, Brian Epstein took them under his management, and by December, George Martin signed them to Columbia, part of EMI. In early 1963, they recorded How Do You Do It, recorded at Abbey Road Studios, a song passed over by both Adam Faith and the Beatles. It became their first #1 hit, selling 500,000 copies. Many fans favored the B-side track, Away From You, a rhythmic ballad Gerry wrote for his girlfriend, Pauline Behan, while in Hamburg. Pauline had initially dated George Harrison, but Gerry, captivated by her, pursued her until she fell for him. They married in 1965, though the wedding was delayed by Brian Epstein, who feared Gerry might lose some of his female fan base if their relationship was exposed. The couple welcomed their first daughter Yvette in 1966, and their second daughter Victoria in 1980. After their next hit song, I Like It, Gerry was inspired by Tony Sheridan, who often closed his act with, You'll Never Walk Alone. Determined to outdo Paul McCartney's performance of Over the Rainbow, Gerry and the Pacemakers started playing the song in Liverpool clubs. George Martin saw its potential as a single and added strings, making it more widely appealing. This led to the band becoming the first act to reach #1 with their first 3 singles. Although Gerry wrote their 4th single, I'm the One, it didn't top the charts. Fred believed they would have had a 4th #1 if they had released the fan favorite, Pretend, instead. Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying was born after an argument between Gerry and his future wife Pauline. While resting on his bed, a beam of light caught his eye, and the phrase, Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying, came to him. Unsure of its origin, but inspired by the moment, he thought, that's a nice title. Gerry quickly wrote the song on his guitar and performed it that same night at the Star Club. He later sent a tape of the song to Pauline, which helped them reconcile. The Pacemakers recorded the track, and it became a hit in 1964. Following the success of the Beatles' film A Hard Day's Night, Tony Warren, the creator of Coronation Street, was asked to write a film for Gerry and the Pacemakers. Set in Liverpool, Warren titled it Ferry Cross the Mersey, which featured one of Marsden's most enduring compositions he wrote for it. The song remains iconic and is still used by Mersey ferries today. While the film captures a vibrant snapshot of Liverpool in 1964, Gerry was frustrated that it has never been reissued on video or DVD. Though they never reached #1 in the US, Gerry and the Pacemakers were the second most successful Liverpool group on the US Billboard pop charts after the Beatles. By May 1967, with their popularity fading, the band announced they were disbanding, and Gerry planned to take over the lead role in the West End musical Charlie Girl from Joe Brown. In June, Gerry released his first solo single, Please Let 'Em Be, which did not chart. He transitioned to the London stage in 1968 and released a duet single, Liverpool, with his Charlie Girl co-star Derek Nimmo. After the show ended in 1971, Gerry appeared in another West End production, Pull Both Ends in 1972, and gained a regular spot on the children's TV program The Sooty Show in 1970. In 1973, Gerry reformed the Pacemakers for the British Re-Invasion show at Madison Square Garden in New York, sharing the stage with British pop acts like The Searchers and Herman's Hermits. By 1974, the pool of live performances and fan requests drew him back to the concert stage. He began touring again with a new version of the Pacemakers and released the single, Remember, the Days of Rock and Roll, under the name Gerry Marsden and the Pacemakers. Gerry continued touring with the band and performed in cabaret shows across Europe, the US, and Australia, while maintaining his presence on TV. In 1985, Gerry coordinated the recording of You'll Never Walk Alone by The Crowd, a group of showbiz personalities including Bruce Forsyth, Peter Cook, Rick Wakeman, Dave Lee Travis, and Motorhead, to raise money for victims of the Bradford City Football Stadium fire. The song hit #1 in June, making Gerry the first artist to achieve 2 #1 hits in the UK with different versions of the same song. On April 18, 1989, Gerry participated in another charity project, teaming up with Paul McCartney, The Christians, Holly Johnson, and Stock Aitken and Waterman to create a new version of Ferry Cross the Mersey, just 3 days after the Hillsborough disaster, which resulted in the deaths of 96 Liverpool fans. That year, he gave a heartfelt performance of the song during the Liverpool-Everton FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium. In 1993, Gerry released his autobiography, I'll Never Walk Alone, co-authored with former Melody Maker editor Ray Coleman. The book served as the foundation for the stage musical, Ferry Cross the Mersey, which subsequently toured the UK, Canada, and Australia. In 2003, Gerry was honoured with an MBE for his charitable contributions, and in 2010, he received an honorary fellowship from Liverpool John Moores University. He underwent triple bypass heart surgery at Broad Green Hospital in Liverpool in 2003, and a second heart operation in 2016, and in 2018, he announced his retirement. Despite this, he made a surprise appearance at a Take That concert at Anfield on June 6, 2019, where he sang, You'll Never Walk Alone, in celebration of Liverpool's recent Champions League victory over Tottenham. Sadly, on the 3rd of January 2021 at Arrow Park Hospital in Merseyside, Gerry passed away after being diagnosed with a blood infection in his heart. He was 78 years old. He is survived by his wife Pauline, whom he married in 1965, and their daughters, Yvette and Victoria. And there you have it. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the life of Gerry Marsden. His music continues to inspire generations and his contributions to Liverpool's cultural legacy will never be forgotten. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Remember, with Gerry, you'll never walk alone. Take care and bye for now.